Right, looks like I'm live, so I am Zerst, and we will be playing a couple pretty quick fun games here. So let's get right into it. First off, we have Butasan, Pigs and Bombers, a neat little game by Jalico. So the premise is pretty simple. It's basically dodgeball with bombs. Two buttons, you can throw a bomb or duck under bombs that are being thrown at you. There are also a bunch of different power-ups that you kind of accumulate throughout the game. Now, what makes this game particularly interesting is there are a very large amount of enemy types, and each have their own AI routine and individual properties. So starting out is a bit chaotic. You can see how many bombs are on here. So we'll just run around and try to hit whoever we can here early. Bombs near each other, when they explode, will chain into each other. And chaining multiple pigs into each other will give you a score multiplier. You can pick up bombs that are live and counting down, which I almost did there. Each stage has 3 power-ups. That's indicated by bombs that flash red at the start of the stage. And you can tell what you have at the top left above the score, and it stays with you through the game. The power-ups are random, so you can pretty much end up with either being severely overpowered or underpowered by the end of the game, just kind of depending on how it goes. First stage I did pretty well though. The bottles increase the speed and distance that you can throw bombs. The rice ball increases your run speed, which is very important, because some of the pigs are very fast, and if they crowd you, you pretty much get stuck. The start of the stage is usually pretty chaotic, and you pretty much just try to survive and get what you can. This is going pretty well though. Most of them are taking themselves out, though I did not get very many power-ups in the last 2 stages. So we'll see where that leads us. Every 3 rounds you play a bonus round, which is effectively whack-a-mole. Pigs pop up randomly, as well as a set number of high-value pigs. It doesn't really matter so much for a 1cc attempt, but it makes a big difference for score attempts. There's no extends or anything. So if they spawn too far away, you can't really get to them, so you have to pretty much watch for them constantly and keep yourself centralized. And see how much of a difference there is between them. So stage 4 is pretty interesting. There is a blue pig on the left side, and that pig is worth 20,000 points on its own, which is significantly more than any other pig. And if you chain into it, you can get a score multiplier. Like, I just got 30,000 by 4, that's 120,000 points, which is, I think, more than I've ever gotten on it. And I didn't even do it, that was one of the other pigs threw it and hit him. Green pigs are particularly annoying because they just move so fast. They can run into you as you're throwing a bomb and get hit by your own blast. An additional point about scoring, at the top of the screen there's a timer. So the point value of every pig degrades as time passes. Ooh, and we want that. That is a shield. Godzilla suit. So that allows me to survive 1 blast without losing a life. It doesn't matter if I get 2 of them. That pig is asleep. Thankfully we can short toss. And away he goes. So as the stages progress, it gets pretty cluttered. So the very start is particularly dangerous because they can crowd you and prevent you from moving. You can't pass through them, they stun you a bit. That item right there gives me a special bomb, which allows me to push the duck button to immediately make it explode, which you can use for big chains. Though by then, most of the enemies kind of took themselves out. The second bonus stage has fewer openings, so it's a bit easier to score on. The red pigs, there are 2 of them, and they're most important because they're 5,000 points. And when a bunch of the high-value pigs come out at the same time, you usually miss 1 or 2 of them. I missed a lot of the gold ones there. So there are 12 stages in total, plus 3 bonus stages, so we're just at the halfway point here. And I got hit, so I lost my shield there. And I don't know what that bomb at the bottom is doing. That just happens sometimes. So we're just gonna... I didn't see where the red ones were, so I'm just gonna throw and clear the screen and hope there was still a power-up left, but it doesn't look like it. The gas power-up makes all of the pigs go to sleep, which means the bombs will be thrown over them, and so it's a bit slower. This stage is another high-scoring stage. The 2 brown pigs are both worth 20,000. Was it 30,000? I think 30,000. I don't know, a second. 30,000. I did not get any multipliers on that, though, so this would probably be a reset if I was going for... What are you doing? If I was going for a score run. The later pigs that get introduced can do things like survive hits, and they can very accurately duck your bombs or just pass right through them sometimes if they feel like it. The silver pigs there take, I believe, 3 hits before they go away. They'll just completely tank the first 2. Get up. Thank you. Third bonus stage, there's a lot of places they can pop out of. Sometimes even the lesser value pigs will pop out in front of you as you're trying to run somewhere, and you'll just get stuck on them. And that can happen a lot in this one, but I got both the red ones, I believe, so this will be pretty high scoring. So 3 more stages to go, and at this point they'll start adding lots of pigs that just take a very large number of hits before they go away. So the end of the stage gets pretty easy because it's just clean up for one or two. Incredible. This stage has a lot of green pigs, and they are just doing whatever they want, so I'm just going to stay away and survive until I get an opening. There we go. That worked out pretty well. Okay, so coming up on the last stage, outside of losing the shield, we have not yet died, so I think I'm pretty safe saying I'm going to win to see this. The last stage is interesting. There's only 4 of these red pigs, but they take a tremendous number of hits. I want to say it's close to 7 or 8, and they're very fast and they're very aggressive. That almost got me. Sometimes if you're running away from a bomb, you'll automatically do a dive away from it, and it'll just kind of bounce off of you. The enemies can do it sometimes as well. What are you doing? Oh, I have no idea what happened. Oh, I must have been holding a bomb that had a timer going on it. So you can pick up a bag item that lets you store bombs, and the timer will run even if it's in your bag. That doesn't happen too often, so I wasn't really expecting that. So we're got 1 left, so this is pretty much good here. Just gotta hit him once or twice more. There it goes. So that is clear. And I almost died there. Now I am the excellent champ of pigs. That was actually a pretty decent score, mostly from stage 4. But yeah, that was Butasan. It's quick and rather addicting. I mean, you get going with score attempts and you just play credit after credit. Okay, and so that's that. So we will be back for the next game in a little bit.